Our referee making sure.
Ooh, low blow by Nick Zero as our ref is making it into the ring. But what's this? Justin Dream wearing a cup.
I guess he does know about wrestling a dirty opponent.
He has wrestled the Dirty Nasty. Oh, no, big ball. Big kick.
Taking him down to that drop kick. Your winner of the match, Justin Dream.
Look at that guy crying his little eyes out.
Of the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase. I am TV's Craig Black here at DJ Dangler. You have an exciting evening of wrestling.
Yeah, we have 3 big matches on the card tonight, but right now, let's kick right off into a segment. Please, Capital Pro fans, help me welcome Steven Rivera and Thurston Scowl, the West Hollywood Hustlers! Thurston, it looks like the folks here at Capital Pro are excited to see you. I'm excited to see you. Glad to have you here.
They should be excited to see me. They should be excited to see hot stuff because last time we were here, we out-wrestled the Honey Badgers. Oh. Yeah. And we outclassed the Grey Wolves. That's right. And next, Boring, so boring. I can't stand them. I'm going to put my foot on their greasy necks, and Rivera's going to stomp it flat. Tell them, hot stuff. Well. Lansing, Michigan, Capital Pro Wrestling. We are here for one reason and one reason only, because the Hollywood Hustlers will be the next Capital Pro Tag Team Champions, and Warwick, just remember this, the bigger you are, the harder you fall. And when it's all said and done, history will be made as Thurston Scowl and Hot Stuff Rivera take over the CPW Tag Team League. And when we're done, oh, baby. It will be said and done. We will be the greatest tag team in the history of professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, the West Hollywood Hustlers. Big wins over all of the tag team division here at Capital Pro, promising that gold is in their future.
Capital Pro Wrestling fans, we've got 8 more events scheduled at the Fledge for 2022, and we want you at ringside for all of them. We'll be back on April 23rd to tape more episodes of the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase with a special 2 p.m. bell time. We'll be back at the Fledge for the following dates in the rest of 2022: May 14th, June 18th, July 16th, August 13th, September 17th, October 15th, and our season finale on November 19th. Tickets are $15, but we are offering a season pass for all of our 2022 events at the Fledge for only $100. Contact American Lucha Libre at gmail.com to get in on the savings, because we want to see you at ringside.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a singles contest scheduled for 10 minutes or one fall. Introducing first, from Area 51, weighing 216 space rocks, the Galaxy Collector, Danny Astro.
This is it right here. The new Galaxy Collector. You know what I came here for? I asked for cops, but I'm getting gunner tonight. So we're gonna have to show him a little something. We're gonna have to do some strip right there. This time. I'm surprised you can spell correct.
And introducing his opponent, weighing 205 pounds from Cleveland, Virginia, one half of Murder City Incorporated, Caleb Stills. Caleb Stills. Danny Astro. These two locking up was a bit of an inevitability. The size and strength of these two competitors and the best in them can beat each other in the ring. Danny Astro, one half of the team of Dirty Asteroids, has really wanted to get his hands on the team of Caleb Stills and Jamie Cox. Jamie Cox is not here this week, leaving Caleb Stills to fend for himself in this match against Danny Astro, the Galaxy Collector.
He's wrestling! You're gonna see every time I shoot you in a pretzel, we're gonna say wrestling!
Stills instructing Astro on how he expects the night to go. Stills reversing that waist lock, taking him from the arm lock to a headlock takeover. Yeah, solid headlock takeover. Caleb Stills is a multi-year wrestling veteran, but I would say probably one of the purest technical wrestlers here in Capital Pro Wrestling.
I think that's a fair assumption, Craig. Yeah, I think he has definitely got the most hours in ring.
He's got a set of skills that has served him well for many years.
A lot of these young, strong performers are simply caught unawares by the tactics and tenacity of the veteran.
And you can see the veteran moves of Caleb Stills avoiding the attempts to reverse the hold by Danny Astro.
Yeah, so often you'll see in a match where a guy can just grip that and throw the guy that's there behind him, but no, Stills knows to avoid that. I do worry about Stills venturing out today against a member of the Dirty Nasty Asteroids while his partner, Jamie Cox is out of the ring, or out of the area. But he seems to be doing just fine now.
Yeah. Explaining what the movie's putting Danny Astro in. He's kind of putting on a wrestling clinic.
Yeah, putting on like a very literal clinic as he illustrates what he's doing and explains it throughout.
I know Danny Astro signed for a match. I don't think he signed up for the seminar that Caleb Stills is giving out.
Has to be disheartening when your opponent is calling the match as he's in it. Oh, that was excellent, though. Excellent wrestling from the newcomer, Danny Astro. I don't want to say newcomer. He's certainly not green.
Oh, slingshot, and Caleb Stills over that top rope. Getting him over with that suplex all the way over. Oh, only a 2 count.
Oh, he went with a solid cover. He hooked that leg. He didn't grapevine it, but he did have him down. Astro not making many obvious mistakes, just a bit overwhelmed by the abilities of the veteran Caleb Stills.
Astro choking Stills on that middle rope. Chops replacing forearms.
Astro just stuffed Stills' head into that turnbuckle. There's absolutely no bounce. He pushed it in there rough.
Danny Astro standing on his throat. It's kind of hard to catch your breath when someone's stepping on your windpipe, I hear.
Yeah. Astro is fighting with just a meanness about him. I don't know if he's possibly taken umbrage with the attitude Stills is kind of portrayed here.
It is possible, too, this time with Nick Zero has made him more of a bitter, angrier individual.
A dirtier, nastier asteroid. And there's some slick wrestling by Danny Astro there.
Only getting a 2 count, but technically aren't asteroids just dirt and debris that travels through the solar system?
I think for the most part, yeah, big chunks of dirty ice.
Yeah, that would make perfect sense for the pairing with Nick Zero.
Yeah. Cold, dirty, and angry. Look at that move by Stills, not just getting out of the way, actually firing that elbow up into the face of Astro.
Just multiple elbows to the head of Danny Astro.
Completely changed the trajectory of that.
Looked like a clothesline and a basement drop kick.
Excellent work by Stills.
Shotgun drop kick.
Making perfect use of that. Oh, we've got Zero and Dylan Derringer at ringside.
Big spine buster out of Danny Astro. Only a 2 count.
Still kicks out.
A lot of fight left in Stills. Not so much on the Zero.
Zero wiped out there at ringside.
He looks like he's been zeroed out.
Yeah. He hopped up there unexpected and caught one from the veteran. Astro had him locked up for a pile driver or a power bomb, but no, Stills.
Funny, he got him up, small package. Inside cradle, get the victory.
Still sneaks one out.
Your winner of the match, Caleb Stills. Big senton out of Danny Astro to the prone Caleb Stills. This team of dirty, nasty asteroids just seem to be picking their spots, tearing the man apart. Taking on the defenseless Caleb Stills. Big nasty elbow drop off the second rope.
He was out of the ring.
on Caleb Stills and Jamie Cox. They've always wanted to get their hands on Cox. This will be their chance.
Now, let's welcome LaDon Sanders. LaDon, welcome back to Capital Pro. Excited to have you.
Oh man, it's so glad to be back in Capital Pro Wrestling. Lansing, let me hear you one more time. And I'm here to give Conrad a clapping that he deserves. He could, yeah, Conrad from Team Honey Badger. Oh. And Conrad, listen very closely, because when we get in that ring, I'm gonna break that crooked nose off your ugly ass face.
It looks like Conrad Laux has made another enemy in LaDon Sanders. Doesn't seem to be changing any minds here at the crowd.
Next week on the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase, Anderson Knight makes his Capital Pro Wrestling in-ring debut against the self-proclaimed greatest super junior weight in the world, Jason Blazin. And in our main event, a war of words escalates into a war in the ring as the influenced Conrad Laux faces off against the baddest man in CPW, LaDon Sanders. You're not going to want to miss a second of the action next week on the Great Lakes Professional Wrestling Showcase.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a singles contest scheduled for 10 minutes or one fall. Introducing first, weighing 180 pounds from Port Huron, Michigan, Mr. 401K, Mark Ross. And introducing his opponent, weighing 187 pounds, from Grand Rapids, Michigan, he is the submission specialist of the Fledge, Jack Verville. Making his return to Capital Pro Wrestling after a brief absence.
Good to have him back.
The fans sure love him.
Jack Verville, of course, having a turbulent history with Team Honey Badger.
Yeah, there is no love lost between the two. Or I guess you'd say 5. Mark Ross is a newcomer to Capital Pro Wrestling, but not a stranger to Michigan wrestling.
Now, he's a guy that has a lot of ring time, but he is Mr. 401K. Says he does not need this.
No, he does not need it. He has a job. This is something he does because he feels it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Wants to prove that he is the best that there is.
Verville!
By shooting nature's rules. Mark Ross, Jack Verville, your main event here tonight at the Fledge. Verville almost like he was pulling guard there. No, he's transitioning to that leg lock. But look at how Mark Ross is able to elude it. I mean, that leg lock is often quickly sunk in.
Again, this is pro wrestling against mixed martial arts. Mark Ross is a consummate professional wrestler.
Yeah.
Jack Verville is trying to use his submission specialty.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Ross can compete with Verville in like the jiu-jitsu aspect. But this is not a jiu-jitsu fight, and he is certainly well-versed in it enough to avoid the pitfalls that a wrestler like Jack Verville can present you with. Verville wants to get in there and roll around, but Mark Ross is not into it.
Yeah, smartly Mark Ross gave Jack Verville all the room he needs.
Yeah. Oh, quick little shot. Gets behind him.
Trying to take him down.
That's some classic amateur wrestling, which is a good answer to jiu-jitsu. Oh, but Verville slips through the back door. Oh.
Just going right to that ear with that elbow. Hard whip into the buckle.
Mark Ross throwing in a lot of high-impact moves.
A lot of velocity and a lot of authority with those moves. Even the boots of the...
They're not just high impact. I don't want to say they are low effort, but they are low extraneous effort. All of the power that Mark Ross is expending is going right into damaging Jack Verville.
I almost wonder if Mr. 401k has some on-the-job stress he's taking out on Jack Verville with the amount of
I'm not sure if you paid attention.
those attacks.
This Astro poor here, and I don't know where high school mates.
I can't talk from my vantage point, but it does look like Mark Ross might be trying to apply a submission hold of his own.
Do you know where Cooley High is?
Definitely has that chin locking. I was actually wondering if it might turn it into kind of going for like a press 3 count there, but it doesn't seem like that's what his intention is.
Just squeezing on that head.
Verville trying to create some separation, but every time he tries to, Mark Ross just squeezes him back in there.
Grabs a hold of another body part and just hangs on for dear life.
Big clubbing strike.
The velocity on that whip.
Yeah.
Even the velocity on that splash that missed.
Verville, though, super smart, laying in with those chops.
But you can see the squeezing has definitely paid off to slow down the attack of Jack Verville.
Yeah, Verville is normally lightning quick. Holy cow!
Beautiful drop kick.
He fed Verville that boot. That ref is trying to get this match into the middle of the ring. Unsuccessfully, though. There's Mark Ross.
Yeah, just tossing
Verville outside. Yeah.
Taking a moment to collect his thoughts.
Mark Ross is making himself known here in his Capital Pro debut.
His moves are very deliberate.
Oh, hang him up on those ropes. Throwing him around, making use of everything.
Yeah, dropping him right on the ring apron.
He rolls in to break the count. Mark Ross doesn't want this ref counting at all.
Maybe Mark Ross is trying to see if our referee could count.
Yeah. Might be trying to game the clock like he's there at work.
Yeah, as soon as the bill rolled in, Ross is on the attack.
That was opportunistic at its most blatant. Again, just squeezing that jaw.
Almost no wasted motion out of Mark.
Yeah.
Mr. 401k. He is making the most out of that headlock. Just blocking the punch, throwing a headbutt.
How many chops has Verville thrown into that big broad chest of Mark Ross?
Ross slowing it down. Oh, clothesline out of Verville.
Verville fired right back up there. Something has absolutely caught fire inside of Jack Verville.
Neck breaker. Only a 2 count.
Real close to a 3. Looks like he's got a triangle on. If that triangle's sunk, there's absolutely nothing Mark Ross can do. Oh, there he is.
Get his foot on the rope.
Smart move. Smart move.
But the damage still has been done with that triangle choke.
That was 5 seconds of having all the blood, all the air pushed out of everywhere it needs to be.
Jack ascending to the top rope.
Mark Ross making almost no mistakes in this matchup. I mean, with the possible exception of getting angry with the referee, Mark Ross has put on an almost perfect display of wrestling. Verville
The submission.
That's Mark Ross looking for here. See, was he looking for a submission? Was he looking to send a message? But that triangle is snagged. He's got that ankle pinned behind him. He couldn't move it up. Yeah, he's got it.
Your winner of the match by submission, Jack Verville.
Sucks. I wanted a clean engineer win.
You can do better than that, Lansing. You're winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jack Verville. Jack Verville, do you have anything to share with our Capital Pro fans?
I love most of you. But right now I gotta talk to somebody in particular, so bear with me. CJ Action, my wife is prettier than your wife. CJ Action, you put on a little weight since you and I used to train together. You want to cut 250 pounds of dead weight? Stop bringing Joseph Norton to shows with you. CJ Action, you work on a boat, but anytime I hear you say you're going to ride the ferry, all I picture is you spending an afternoon with Conrad Laux. CJ Action, these are fighting words because I want to fight you for your championship because we both know I can tap you out.
You already dead. You already lost.
Jack Verville itching to get at the champion, and that's going to wrap up this episode of Capital Pro.